Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're watching this video. I'd like to say thank you so much, guys, for my subscribers. I thank you and I appreciate you for still being here with me. Please like the video for me. Please subscribe if you haven't. And if you find something entertaining, please share. But I don't do this. Um, and I don't want to step in anybody else's arena, so to speak, because a lot of people do reviews. But I had to come and do this RuPaul Drag Race 13 a quick review because I was just shocked, to say the least. The twist on them having to lip sync for their life at the first meeting, I gathered there had to be more than that. I couldn't see them having them pack all that stuff to a point and then turning around and sending them right back home. I mean, to me, I thought this is not a good twist at all. I don't like this twist because it's to me it was like it's unfair to those who were chopped at the very beginning of the season of this RuPaul 13. Um, but anyway, as I gathered, there was another twist, um, and this time the girls who were chopped, so to speak, has to vote one girl off, and the remaining girls can stay. And that's going to be tough because, as they stated in the actual program, they don't know each other. They haven't a clue about each other. So that's going to bring about another dramatic aspect to the show. But also, um, the queens that made it to the drag race. I don't know. For me, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes or anything like that. The campy stuff, the campy kind of queens, for some reason on RuPaul's Drag Race, they kind of do it for me, but then they don't. Because in my mind, I'll put it this way. When I first started watching RuPaul Drag Race, the first season of it, I think my mind of what drag was, of what drag personified, they personified. You didn't have all that campiness and all that craziness and all these um, crazy looking faces, etc. You just had in your mind what you thought was a drag queen. So I guess that's the evolution, as they say, of drag, because it has come a long way since I watched the show. I stopped watching it. I think after I can't remember, but I think the politics of the show. You're gonna always have politics, regardless of what show it is or what it pertains to. It's always gonna play into the political arena, so to speak. And so, once certain queens I thought who were worthy to stay there were voted off or had to go away, I kind of lost interest to it because I thought it wasn't really a fair show to me, so I stopped watching it. But for some reason, they kept doing the advertisement on season 13. I said, well, let me just watch it and see what's going on because I hadn't watched it in a while. And it seems, again, the campiness of certain queens. I guess the only person that was kind of campy to me that I thought, because of their timing and their comedic timing and able to tell jokes and get them across, was Bianca Del Rio. Um, she, whatever, was very gifted in the area of comic timing and comic value. So I got that. I got him, but some of the others I never really got. And the only thing that's really throwing me on this particular show is, and somebody helped me to understand this. Okay, you've got a girl who's now a trans man who's had the operation, and all of that is now living as a man, but on Drag Race as a drag queen. I don't get it. That's throwing me off because I'm just looking at it from, you used to be a woman and now you're a man and now you're on Drag Race. I It's not coming together for me, even though I know it probably does make sense. I'm not getting it, and then again, I don't like that. I just don't get into the camp stuff, the makeup and all that crazy stuff and all that. Um, I just don't get into it. And so it just threw me with the white face and all of that. But when she said that she used when See, I don't even know when he said he used to be a woman and now he's a man, and now he's on Drag Race. I don't get that. But anyway, it's going to be a very interesting season, I imagine, because of all these little twists and turns that they actually have in the show. Um, I can definitely say the one uh, that I wasn't too fond about it was that Kimura person. Attitude is everything to me. And I know people come. You have to have this strong guard up, and you have to have this confidence. But I think Kimura thinks too highly of herself. To me, and it's just me. Um, she's pretty, but she's not gorgeous to me. She's not beautiful to me. I don't know. I just didn't get it, and RuPaul thought she was just beautiful or whatever, and I just didn't get it. I really didn't. Um, the little queen that had the photographs as a dress, I was surprised because out of drag, ooh, in drag, I thought, ooh, but then when they did the camera a certain angle at her and had the camera kind of focused on her in different ways, I said, okay, she's pretty. And she did a good job on the lip sync. The lip sync battles, to me, some of them were boring. And I'm really hoping that the queens, as they continue to perform, realize, baby, the split doesn't really impress anybody anymore. After the 11 years of splitting, and doing cartwheels that doesn't get it. You've got to have something that's a little bit more um I don't know how to say it, draggish, to impress people now because when they first started seeing the splits and the tumbleweed thing, the splits and the turns and the tossing, it was interesting because you hadn't really seen that. And so you saw that and went, wow. But now it was not a wow factor. And I think a lot of, well, maybe two or three of the queens are kind of relying on that or were relying on that during their lip sync. But it was like, oh God, here we go with these splits. And it wasn't the jaw dropping thing that you saw years ago or maybe a year or two ago because a lot of queens are relying upon that to kind of push them over, get them over to the next phase or to the next level. And it's not a wow factor anymore. So it's like you got to pull something else out of your hat per se to make it more interesting or to make you really stick out. Because too many queens now are splitting and twisting and all that kind of stuff and cartwheels. That's just not going to get it. So the lip sync battles against the queens, to me, they were just I don't know, just okay. Um, you look at it and you think, give me more, give me more, give me something, um, and you sit there and you're looking at it and it's like, okay, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute, but you just want something to just really take you and just pow. And I didn't see it, but that, of course, that's my opinion, and I'm sure those who have done reviews on this on RuPaul's show will do a better job than I'm doing, or will probably have more to say than I'm saying. But as soon as it went off, I couldn't wait to get on here and just say something because I was just that taken back by it. I was gonna go and do my little beard and stuff. I said I don't feel like this is how I naturally look now. As I guess I look 60 now, don't it? But I don't know. I can't wait to see how the rest of it is going to go as far as who they're going to the one person that's going to be voted out. Um, Unless there's another twist to that. It's going to be interesting to see how that comes about. But for right now, they're not exciting as some of the past contestants were. Yeah, used to be. It's like, and I don't know if it's because you've seen a lot of it over the years, and you've seen it, and you're just expecting something that's really just will just take your breath away, so to speak. Um, and so far, right now, I don't see it as far as the contestants that are there now. But I just had to come on here very quickly and say that because normally, I don't do reviews and I prayerfully don't get, into trouble for it. But I just had to stop and say I couldn't believe, you know, everything that was going on in this particular new season of Drag Race. And I was just excited to a point because of the twist. I first was mad because I said that's not fair. You're not giving them a fair chance. They've spent all that money to get there, and I'm sure they went and spent even more money on material, clothing, shoes, whatever. I've I can't remember who it was, but they told me it was a very costly endeavor to even get prepared for the show because you want to be the best and do your best to win. So you go out and do more than what you would normally do. But I thought that was really unfair, and I still think it's unfair to vote one off before they really get the opportunity to show all aspects of their drag or their talent, on the particular show because that's why they're there to, get themselves out there, even though some of them have been out there, but to really get themselves out there to the public, so to speak, for a bigger platform. So I still think for the person who's going to be voted off, if that's the case, that's really unfair. And I'm sitting here laughing at myself, thinking I'm doing a review on RuPaul's Drag Race of all things. But I had to come and do that real quickly. I just wanted to come and say that because I was just blown away by the show, and like I said, you know, um, the campy queens, it'll just take. I've just never got into them because I think in my mind, and you got to remember the era that I came up in back in the probably the 70s or so. In my mind, you had campy queens, but they didn't go to this extent of being just overly camp. You saw something that dealt with um, the illusion, so to speak, and that's what you're looking for. And so I do have to give it to who was it, Rose? I was so glad that nobody was in the workroom, and she took that stuff off her tooth, because to me she's a beautiful. And that was she's a beautiful queen, beautiful. But I didn't care for that. When I saw the little tooth thing, I said, "Oh God, another campy queen." And I thought, oh, please don't and take that off, please. And when she did finally wipe it off, I said, there, that's the look right there. And she's beautiful, beautiful queen to me. Um, but I just can't get into all that camp. The one with the strawberry on the head, camp doesn't do it for me. And I don't know why. I just look for the illusion of and I guess I'm still living back in the 70s when, I remember when people I knew that were drag queens, it was the epitome of trying to be as female looking as possible, but just, I don't want to say over the top, but in a big way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't, and maybe I'm old fogey and just old fashioned, but I can't get into the camp. And then I'm kind of over the splits. I'm over the somersaults. It's not the big wow factor that it used to be. It's just not. So it's going to take a lot, I guess, out of this season 13. I can't say who my favorites are. I just know the camping thing throws me, and I just really can't get into the camp aspect of it. Um, I really, I think I can't remember what episode it was, but when Sharon Needles won, I really think Ru saw that the evolution of drag could come through Sharon Needles because of the campiness and the art, the difference, because Sharon Needles couldn't even walk in heels. So I knew, I knew. I said, all right, okay, but I think Fifi O'Hara messed that up. You know, who another one? This wasn't that pretty to me at all, and the attitude was just sucked. But she just wasn't as pretty as she thought she was. But anyway, season 13 is going to be interesting. I'm going to watch it, and if I get any big pounding in my chest to say something about it, I will. But I just had to come real quickly and do that, just give my view on that and how I just wish there was something more when it comes to the entertainment aspect of it, and that you're looking for more when they do the lip sync. I know they can't do any more than what they're trained to do or know to do, but you want something more after 13, after 12 seasons. You just want something more. And like I said, I hadn't watched it in years, so I think I watch off and on. But I said, okay, let me do season 13 just to see how it goes. But I'm hoping as it progresses that it gets better. I know the twist is going to mess up a whole lot of people and the surprises and all that, but I really hope, um, because for fairness reason, they don't send somebody home this quick, because it seemed like all the work they put into getting there and everything that they had to endure to get there. it's all in vain in my mind to just be there on the first 5 minutes and then you're gone. And it's like all what you've hoped to work for and worked for and dreamed for in this aspect is now out, it's gone. And I don't think that's fair. I really don't. But anyway, please like the video for me. If you had not subscribed, please subscribe for me. I thank my subscribers who are still with me. Slowly but surely, I'm kind of coming into back into my own, so to speak. I have moments, but I'm coming back into my own as I kind of move on with my life. New year, um, nothing different except try to make new pathways for my life now. Since Dad's gone and I don't have to really give up of myself for somebody else, so to speak. But now I can focus on me and take the time to do what's best for me, or that will bring me some measure of happiness and joy in my life. So I thank you guys. I love you guys. Please like, please subscribe, please share if you like. You all have a wonderful evening, afternoon, or morning whenever you're watching this video. Know that I love you, but God loves you so, so, so much more. And please forgive my appearance. I just didn't feel like trying to do all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be me. Bye bye.